The people he was lobbying for were eventually discovered to be the alleged victims of T.D. Jake's less than virtuous behavior. Although initial disbelief may occur, delving into the detailed tapestry of the man's life makes it difficult to dismiss the assertions entirely. Surprisingly, T.D. Jakes found himself in the center of a rapper and twerking party, which was amplified by the presence of Puff Daddy. Even those who were familiar with such festivities were surprised to learn of a public preacher's prominent attendance. Speculations abound about TD's links with Diddy and JS, sparking questions about why a religious luminary would attend the gathering steeped in what many would consider wicked. The uncertainty surrounding his appearance extends beyond the reactions of his bodyguard alone. Insiders in the entertainment world, armed with privileged information, claim that T.D. Jakes is far more enigmatic and problematic than the public image he presents. Operating within an isolated realm, these individuals have the freedom to maneuver and engage in behaviors that are essentially outside the scope of ordinary society norms. It is not every day that well-known preachers make headlines, and when they do, it is usually because of their spiritual themes. T.D. Jakes, meanwhile, has found himself embroiled in extraordinary headlines, with his name intertwined with claims of arrest. Unlike most preachers, T.D. Jakes is used to being in the spotlight. His church's massive development over the years, combined with his connections to various key personalities in the entertainment sector, has reinforced his position in society, establishing an almost impregnable bastion. However, the trappings of riches and recognition, while elevating his cultural status, appear to cast a shadow over more than simply his religious beliefs. Recent findings suggest that the man may not fully exemplify the ideals he teaches. Bishop T.D. Jakes is a one-of-a-kind character who effortlessly moves between the entertainment world, notably the hip-hop culture, and the delivering of biblical themes, while his connections to high-profile figures, both within and outside the Black community, as well as his extensive international reach, testifies to his success. A persistent undercurrent of criticism lingers. The investigation focuses on his ties to high-net-worth individuals, which many regard as ethically problematic. In the intricate tapestry of T.D. Jakes' story, the preacher must strike a careful balance between the pulpit and the spotlight, a balance that has recently skewed toward unforeseen conflicts and problems. Nonetheless, he continually dismissed these claims, appearing indifferent to people he saw as competitors. However, recent disclosures indicate that Jake may not be the perfect paragon of morality as many had imagined throughout the years. In a society dominated by dramatic headlines, the fallout from these incidents began to cast a shadow on every aspect of his activity. The story became more dramatic when two people came forward, each giving disturbing stories of the preacher's inappropriate actions against them as children. Adding an unforeseen twist to the story, Jake's own kid became involved in a circumstance that supported the recent charges against him. While he may have faced grave situations in the past, the timing of these reports couldn't be worse. Even if you are unfamiliar with his preaching, you have most likely heard of T.D. Jakes, and his church has been the primary trigger for his rise to prominence in the media. However, outside of the church, different news reports have helped to keep him in the public eye, some of which are more shocking than expected. According to Dallas police, one of these revelations concerns his son. According to accounts, Jermaine Donald Jake, T.D. Jake's son, who is known for his strong opposition to same-sex partnerships, was caught during a gay sting operation at Keith Park. Jermaine, who faces an indecent exposure charge, allegedly exposed himself to two undercover Vice investigators in a forested area. In contrast to the preacher's public stance on same-sex marriage, T.D. Jakes' son identified his workplace as T.D. Jakes Ministries, resulting in an intriguing dichotomy. While Jermaine was eventually freed on the scene, the episode sparked controversy and raised questions. Notably, T.D. Jakes, the Potter's House founder, has been an outspoken opponent of same-sex marriage, prompting condemnation from HIV/AIDS activists for what they see as stigmatizing attitudes toward the LGBT+ population. Complicating matters further, charges of SA may soon land the preacher in court, as one of his former mentees, Manasseh Jordan, claimed in a recent video that victims of the alleged misbehavior are prepared to sue him. These allegations against him relate to not only being a victim of inappropriate behavior, but also of SA, as recounted by Jordan, who claimed to have been groomed by a prominent Dallas pastor. As the controversies escalate, TD Jakes may find himself negotiating a complex legal and public relations minefield, addressing not only his son's behavior, but also potentially battling SA claims in court. Manasseh Jordan said that additional victims had come forward to share their experiences with Bishop TD Jakes. Manasseh Jordan was previously close to Bishop TD Jakes, as seen by a widely circulated photo in which Diddy's head rests on the important figure's shoulders. Manasseh appears to have found a way to remove himself from what he sees as the opponent by using his position to help other victims. In a video posted on December 30th, Manasseh examined the appearance of new victims who have spoken out against Bishop TD Jakes. He claimed, "Today, I heard from 2 other victims who had the same experience as me. There's just so much to talk about." Manasseh claimed that Bishop TD Jakes groomed and subjected the 2 victims he spoke with to sexual assault. In the same video, he said that the victims revealed information about the G supposedly carried out by Bishop TD Jakes. Manasseh stressed that 2 of the individuals were victims of SA as well as G, as indicated in his prior films. According to Manasseh Jordan, these victims, who have a common perpetrator with him, are considering filing charges. The revelation is especially significant given Bishop TD Jakes' public position against certain practices, which raises concerns about the disparity between his teaching and the acts of individuals closest to him. Manasseh's video had a strong impact on social media, with many people expressing their emotions. Some felt that Manasseh, despite claiming not to be a victim, showed indicators of being one or on the verge of becoming one. Others focused on the bigger issue of followers idolizing such leaders and how these findings may destroy their perceptions. While the complete reality of the case has yet to be revealed, TD Jakes' reputation was already under examination prior to these current charges. A few weeks ago, the preacher got involved in an incident with a rapper, which harmed his credibility. Social media, as a dynamic medium, has played an important part in constructing narratives, and the recent link between TD Jakes and P. Diddy has fanned conjecture and conspiracy theories. This unexpected partnership between the religious figure and the rap mogul has diverted the spotlight away from TD Jakes' religious teachings and toward his apparent association with the controversial P. Diddy. The online uproar surrounding these important individuals is complicated by charges made by TikTok influencer Mishia, who, in a viral video, made claims regarding Diddy's previous relationship with Cassie, including physical and SA accusations. The surprising discoveries include reports of wild-ass parties allegedly held by Diddy. The evolving story continues to attract attention and spark opinions on social media. The video also hinted at the presence of a hidden phone related to Diddy's late ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter. Porter's death had already been shrouded in mystery and speculation. And with Diddy's name at the head of this story, the startling video quickly acquired traction on the internet, leaving fans in disbelief. This was particularly poignant given Bishop Jakes' suspected involvement in these unethical actions. As word circulated about his alleged relationship with Diddy, many followers excitedly joined the discourse. One user went so far as to say that the disclosures concerning TD Jakes' ministries were only the top of the iceberg, indicating the start of a larger developing story. Speculations arose, pointing to potential skeletons in Jakes' closet and creating concerns about the ministry's internal operations. The fact that Jake attended several of P. Diddy's gatherings was perceived as a foreshadowing of a more profound revelation, heightening interest for what would happen next in this unfolding storyline. In reaction to the charges and the subsequent barrage of criticism on numerous social media platforms, the preacher appeared to address the allegations during a recent church service, which was expertly recorded on YouTube. Jake seized the opportunity within the boundaries of his sermon to vehemently dispute the claims, claiming that they were absolutely false. In his own words, "Now I'll close with this. I'm not here to convince you or anyone else because I know who I am. I came to fulfill my job. I arrived to prothesis as instructed. I came to hear the master exclaim, 'Well done, you good and faithful servant.'" While actual confirmation remains difficult, Jake's history, colored with colorful conflicts, complicates the act of taking a clear stand. The ambiguity of the situation persists, and the potential of conclusive evidence surfacing to exonerate him remains unknown. As the story progresses, it allows for speculation and thought. This finishes the video update. Goodbye.